Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Matt Ogle with VYPE Media, and this is the Coach's Corner. And I got a very special guest. We got Coach Russell Smith from Canton softball. So y'all are doing phenomenal this year, getting ready to go back into state in Class 4A, getting ready to take on Liberty. Tell me, Coach, what has been the secret ingredient towards the success y'all have experienced this year?
This year we just have a lot of talent. We've got seven seniors, several of which have been 4-year starters. Others have been 3-year starters. So they bring a lot of experience and a lot of really good softball. We've got a really good sophomore class. We've got a good junior catcher, some freshmen that are up, and it's one of those things where when you get 2 or 3 or 4 good girls in every grade, and they all kind of come together at the same time, good things can happen. And that's one thing that we've really experienced this year is just kind of catching lightning in a bottle, and everybody's playing great softball, and it's really showed in our results.
Uh, Evidenced by your record, 32-8. And it's awesome as a coach, I can imagine, to have that great mix of all these under and upperclassmen. I remember in my experience in high school, like it was awesome growing up in a program, and then you get to bond with kids that are 2 or 3 years older than you are, and it just it helps their social for social purposes in terms of that. So elephant in the
Absolutely.
room, y'all are playing Liberty starting off this
Mhm.
Thursday at 7 p.m. So what's the mindset of your team preparing to take on a powerhouse like them who's been to state for 4 years in a row now?
Mhm. Yeah, prior to this year, we never been past the third round. And so once we got past the third round, we had Van Alstine, who played in the regional finals last year. And then we got past them. We played Aubrey, who was at state last year. And so, we played a couple of teams that had been in that spot that knew what was going on, and we were kind of brand new to it. And we didn't really let that phase us. Our girls they knew what the challenge was ahead of them. They had confidence in themselves, and they showed up and played. And so, whether it's Liberty or anybody else that we're playing, we have a lot of confidence in ourselves, and we know that if we go out and play the softball the way we can, that we're at least going to put ourselves in position to try to get a win, and that's all you can do when you get to this point of our season is give yourself a chance to win, and I feel like that we've got a chance to do that against Liberty.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's tremendous. Y'all are making history as it is. I mean, you talked about a lot of these girls. Can you throw out a few names for us so we're familiar with who to watch for whenever you'll head to Austin?
Yeah, JC Buller would be our starting pitcher, and she's a senior who's been with us for 4 years, and is just every single year has gotten better and better and better. And honestly, we have a lineup of 9 girls that can all hit. And Peyton Bray is our leadoff senior who just has stepped up big time the past 3 or 4 years. And then Omri Clower is our 3-hole hitter. But honestly, I could go through and I could mention everybody in the lineup because everybody steps up big time. Kara Pride is our 2-hole. She's the catcher. And, it just kind of goes Katrina Morphus and then Grace Thompson. Those are both seniors that have really stepped up big time this year. And then with some sophomores with Chloe Howe and Riley Busby. And then Addie Henderson's a freshman in the lineup. And Lily Cervantes is in the 9-hole, is another sophomore that we've had. And it's just really fun to see if 1 or 2 girls kind of have an off night, there's going to be 4 or 5 others that have stepped up, and that's just the way it's been all year long.
That's awesome. Very cool. It always baffles me how coaches can just remember all these names at the top of their head. It's remarkable, I gotta say. So you're in year 11 of coaching for Canton, I should say. So tell me, what do you
Yes.
think has been the culture you've tried to develop within this group, and something that you emphasize year in and year out as you get this new class of players that you mentioned prior?
Confidence is such a big thing for me. I tell the girls if they go to the plate with no confidence, they're already beat. And I do everything I can as a coach to try to put them in a position where they have confidence that they can get the play, get the job done. And I always try to push on them. Have confidence in what you're doing. Believe in yourself. Know what's going on. And I think that that's part of the battle whenever you're coaching teenage girls is you've got to get them to have confidence in themselves. And that's something that has just always kind of stuck out to me, and something I'm always pushing is to have that belief, to have that understanding that whatever is asked of them, they have the ability to do it if they go into it knowing that they can do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think that's the beauty of sports is that it can help to instill people that might not have great self-confidence, but I mean, if you have that camaraderie, that connection with all these other players, and then you get
Mhm.
that big hit, like that just can change the life of a kid right like that. And I think that's really going to be something to witness whenever y'all head to
Exactly.
Boston. All right, coach. Well, thank you so much for your time. Very excited for this program. Very excited for you and your girls. We're really looking forward to seeing what y'all can produce once y'all head to Austin this week. So thank you so much again.